What's up YouTube? My name is Brent.
My name is Lizelle, guys, and welcome back to our channel.
So, for today's video guys, we are going to react to a very new video that you guys have been sending us the link to. This was released 2 days ago. Actually.
2 days ago.
Yeah, September 2,
2020.
So, the video that we're going to react to for today is how India gave the Tibetans the opportunity to start reclaiming their land. So you guys have been sending us this link, so let's go ahead and check it out. But before we do that, if you haven't already, or if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell so you'll be updated with our latest vlogs and reactions. Also, if you're gonna like the video by the end of it, let us know by hitting that like button and also in the comment section down below.
Yes, guys. So, without further ado, guys, let's get started. Let's talk.
India has started giving hell to China in the inhospitable mountains of Ladakh by unleashing a force that the People's Liberation Army truly fears, the mysterious 22 establishment, officially called the Special Frontier Force. The top-secret China-focused force, commonly known as Vikasi, comprises 10,000 soldiers, most of them Tibetan highlanders, who are extremely loyal for the Dalai Lama. For the last 58 years, they have been waiting to fight for their Buddhist homeland of Tibet that is under illegal Chinese occupation, and now Prime Minister Modi has given them the go-ahead. As per latest reports, the Special Frontier Force took a preemptive measure against the Chinese PLA and occupied a dominating position in the southern bank of Pangong So Lake near Thakung on the intervening night of August 29th and 30th. India didn't only take over the dormant feature on India's side of the line of actual control that dominates southern Pangong So, but also pummeled the Chinese troops in the process and snatched the vantage point from Chinese soldiers. Reports of SFF deployment have turned the tide against China. The PLA troops are in for some trouble, as every Vikasi soldier is a capable paratrooper, mountain guerrilla warfare specialist, and the toughest of soldiers. A former Gurkha regiment captain said they can survive in any condition. On some winter mornings, I would watch some of them taking chilly water into their mouth, warming it, and then spitting it out to wash their face. The Chakrata-based SFF is a truly self-sufficient force, serving in the Directorate General of Security, a wing of India's external intelligence agency, RAW. With help from the Aviation Research Center, the air wing of the DGS, and superior reconnaissance capabilities, the Tibetan refugees-dominated SFF can conduct covert operations behind Chinese enemy lines at will. Even in eastern Ladakh, they gave the PLA a bloody nose despite the Chinese cameras and sensors. The very fact that India has allowed the deployment of the SFF to go public suggests that New Delhi has just one message to give. That is, India hardly cares about what China thinks. Gone are the days when pro-China policy makers in India would desist from taking steps that would annoy China. Nice. India is least bothered if border infrastructure in Ladakh antagonizes China, or if the 22 establishment instills a sense of fear in the Chinese psyche. In 2016, India had reportedly started rebuilding this dreadful covert commando force. China had then advised India to be cautious, and a Chinese government expert had asked if rebuilding the SFF was a practical solution to the border problem. Now, India has unapologetically told China that it is quite a practical solution, and above all, India doesn't care if New Delhi's support to the Dalai Lama irks China, or if Xi Jinping is worried about Tibet and wants to curb splitism in the occupied territory. If China doesn't turn to status quo ante in eastern Ladakh, India will force the real facts on the ground, dating back to the pre-1950 era when Tibet was an independent Buddhist nation. Because if the SFF can help raise the Mukti Bahini and liberate Bangladesh, it can also free Tibet from Chinese occupation. China must not lose track of history. In the 1960s, the CIA had helped India to organize its intelligence apparatus on American lines and also raise a deadly SFF to position it against China in Tibet and not Pakistan. Till 1979, the CIA was supporting the Tibetan cause and withdrew only when the US decided to focus energies on the Soviet Union. But things have changed again. China is the biggest American priority, and thus on Tuesday, the US Deputy Secretary of State Stephen Biegun had said that there will be a Quad ministerial meet in New Delhi. We all can see where this is going if Quad meets in Delhi amidst heightened tensions in eastern Ladakh. Prime Minister Modi is giving poetic justice to the Tibetans. The Vikasi of the SFF haven't forgotten how Tibet was coerced to become a part of China in 1951, when a Tibetan delegation was made to accede the Buddhist nation into China, even without an approval from the Dalai Lama. Nor have the Tibetan fighters forgotten how the Dalai Lama was insulted in 1959 when Mao Zedong's PLA forces shelled the Potala Palace. And of course, Tibetans haven't forgotten thousands of monks who were either murdered by China or driven to immolate themselves. By sending Tibetans on the front line, India is reminding China that the two Asian giants are separated by a landlocked Tibet spread over 2.5 million square kilometers. Tibet is India's only Himalayan neighbor on its eastern side, apart from a small portion of China-occupied Xinjiang. India won't assess if China's Ladakh move has a Strait of Malacca link. China will be made to accept the real geography, that is, an independent Tibet, India's full sovereignty over the entire Ladakh and Kashmir regions, even if it delegitimizes the CPEC. China must accept the new Indo-Pacific order. If China wants, it can trust India. If it doesn't want to trust India, New Delhi is still fine with it. By letting Tibetans reclaim their Buddhist homeland, India has given an entirely new shape to the Eastern Ladakh standoff that can potentially cripple the communist state of China.
Nice.
All right, so that was how India gave the Tibetans the opportunity to start reclaiming
the
their land.
land.
Yeah. What the? I mean, just what is up with the Chinese people? Just thinking that they can conquer anything.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
I think they always think that they are powerful, the most powerful.
Come on, man. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. If you're gonna piss off the other countries in the world, it doesn't matter how big you are. You're gonna get shut down.
I think China has a big pride. You know what I mean?
Talk about pride. Just
Yeah.
in the esports itself. I mean,
Oh,
I can see the pride because I don't know if you guys watch the international or it's a Dota 2 event in esports. I don't know if you do that, but if you remember back in TI9 when there were no Chinese team that got through to the finals, almost half of the crowd just went home.
okay.
You know, some of them. I'm not saying all Chinese people are like that.
Oh, not all
because-
Chinese.
Yes, because some people I know that are Chinese descent are very very wonderful.
Yes,
Very friendly. You know,
Mhm.
but I mean just their mindset, just the mindset of the other ones. I mean, it's gonna cause them
I
a lot of
wonder
trouble.
if the government of China or the people of China, I don't know if they know how to be humble at once.
Yeah, and I don't know if how or when they should stop being this sort of acting just so like a powerhouse, because they're not a powerhouse. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're what, number 2 or number 1 maybe? No, number 2 I think in military power. But it doesn't matter, dude.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. What? Why this year? That got me thinking about that conspiracy theory that this pandemic that we're experiencing really is the work of China. Of course, it's a conspiracy theory, but you know, seeing as what they're trying to do, and they're messing with India.
Yeah.
You don't mess with India. You think China is a sleeping giant? Nah, man. India is the sleeping giant. Piss them off, and then you gon' get got.
Because the Tibetans people, they want to be free from
Of
the
course.
Chinese.
And
So
then China had the gall to just
yes,
try
and
to
thanks to
Thank
to our prime minister and also the people in India, because the Tibetans give the opportunity to
yes, and they
to-
deployed the SSS.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is amazing as well.
Mhm.
To now know what what was that, the Viscossi, I think, the Viscossi.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah, to think that they actually had a special forces just to deal with the Chinese. I mean,
Yeah.
damn, that's how hard India is, man. They plan for everything,
Mm-hmm.
even against their neighbors, like in the borders of China, man. They're planning for everything, and they
Yeah.
just want peace.
Yeah.
India only wants peace.
But I think
It's
China is,
that keeps on poking
they
the
always,
bear.
I think China is always, they want always a war, competition,
Yeah, I
or
mean,
something like that to show the,
yo, I got some advice for China, man. Don't poke the bear.
yeah,
Don't poke. You're the dragon. Yeah, you gonna become a legend, or you gonna become a myth at some point if you try to keep poking the bear that's India, man. Jesus, yo, man, are you? Anyways, guys, that was a reaction to how India gave the Tibetans the opportunity to start reclaiming their land. If you like the video, guys, let us know by hitting that like button and also in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for sending this link. Now we know what's happening outside of our
Yeah.
country. Yeah, we also have some stuff to deal with here in the country.
yeah. So thank
But
you.
of course, by the way, I want to give a shout out to those guys who gave or who were sending us message because they heard about the news in Honolulu. Yeah, that is actually far from us, guys. But thank you so much for your concern. Yeah, and that's the thing right now that we're trying to deal with. We haven't, or our police haven't caught the bombers
The
yet,
bombers,
but
yes.
hopefully we already got a lead, but hopefully. So, anyways, guys, that was our video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.